I want to do a quick video on some of my thoughts since getting to El Salvador and settling in at the Libertad district in El Tunco. I have a cup of iced coffee here. Being at home, that's one of the things that I always do in the morning is I get some coffee or some iced coffee. It's kind of like that sense of like familiarity, but also I just freaking need caffeine, man. Like I need caffeine to be awake. I'm already really like mellow kind of a guy. So when I have like a jolt of caffeine, eventually like my face starts to come awake, start to get out of my shell a little bit. So coffee for me is kind of like a way to start the day. I was a little bit apprehensive when I first arrived in El Salvador because I've just heard so many bad things about this place. Like I've heard lots of horror stories. I've heard, stay clear of this region. People have said that it's not really that great. It's not very safe. So I had a lot of apprehension and I had my guard up, and that's just because of all of the media stories and all the things that I've heard about it, which is understandable. There are, from what I've seen, very dangerous areas of this country, particularly in the city of San Salvador, at least what I've researched. There are some very dangerous areas. So within this area, everyone that I've talked with and all the information that I've collected up until this point has told me that this is a very safe area. I feel really safe walking around here. So I arrived on Wednesday, and from what I read, this is like more of like a party town, if you will, kind of like a place that expats go, or surfers or backpackers. And when I arrived, like, there was music blaring all over the place. There were lots of bars and restaurants, but the weird thing was you would pass by these bars and like no one was in them. I'm like, what? Like, that's weird. Like, this place is like blasting music and there's maybe only like one or two people and they're the owners of the place. And it kind of I was looking online, just kind of because I think it's the middle of the week. It was just kind of like a weird feeling. It's kind of like a ghost town in that way. But at the same time, there are lots of, people that are having great times here at night. So that was my first experience. I was just like, what? And then I sort of settled in, just kind of was watching the stars, having a drink, enjoying my time here. And also when I arrived, I just watched the sunset, was getting some food, was really beautiful. It feels like you're in like the middle of a tropical paradise. So it was extremely beautiful. It felt very calming and peaceful. And I'm looking forward to my day here where I'm gonna go to some beaches, I'm gonna see more of what like this town has to offer, maybe buy some souvenirs because I'm a freaking American and that's what we do. So I kind of just want to make this video to get some of my thoughts. I was a little also nervous when I woke up this morning because my my shower in my Airbnb was not working. So I had to take a shower with a freaking water bottle. But eventually the owner of the Airbnb came and they fixed the problem, so now my shower is working, which is good. My brain was like all wonky and like, just crazy, but now it's finally starting to like calm down. I'm actually starting to enjoy my time here. So it gives you a sense of like what my initial impression was like. So I've been walking around a little bit, getting a feel for El Tunco and what it's like here, kind of the environment. Definitely feel better about just having my camera out. Like it's fine. I've seen other, tourists, I guess from France, from America, from different places, that like, obviously have money. I mean, it's weird to say, but to be like completely transparent, I heard so many bad things about the country that I just didn't know. Like, is it okay to flash your camera? Like, is it okay to have that out? You'll pass places with extreme poverty, and you pass by a place where a guy is living there, and it's really sad. I know that some of the other blogs that I read basically said that, obviously as an American, you're being overcharged for some things when you naturally are traveling. I kind of felt bad about like bartering with people though. Like, it's like $8 or like $10. Does it really make sense to get a couple dollars off when this is like the livelihood for these people? So I kind of feel bad about bartering. If it's going to be like more of an expensive thing, like if I'm traveling to another city and I'm spending like, you know, $40, $50, then I'm more likely to try and barter. But it's like for little stuff, like I got some sandals. I don't know, it just feels weird. Like I don't really, it just feels like I'm kind of shortchanging, or like these people need this money to build up, you know, their business and also their livelihood. So I don't know, just kind of how I'm feeling, just kind of spitballing here, just kind of sharing what I'm feeling and thinking. Today was incredible. As you see, I got to see some of the towns surrounding El Tunco, got to go all over and to the beach, got to check out some cool footage with my drone. There's a lot of great stuff, a lot of fun stuff. And I think the one thing I took away from today was just, I am so freaking happy. You know, I'm so gifted, not gifted, I feel so lucky to be able to live in the United States. Just little things like maybe warm water, little things like infrastructure that I really appreciate a lot more. But at the same time, El Salvador has so much to offer. Like it's literally a beautiful paradise, a tropical place, a place where, at least in this part, it's very safe. They're very nice to Westerners. Tomorrow I'm going to another beach, and the day after that, then I'm going to head to Santa Ana. I'm going to continue this wild and wacky journey of experiencing El Salvador, experiencing the culture, and getting to know this place where I could have grown up. You know, had I had a very different lifestyle, had I not been adopted, I would be from here. You know, I would probably really know this beach. I'd probably really know the places around here. I'd be much more accustomed. I'd be looking at the tourists here, the gringos, and being like, what are these people doing? You know, coming here and you know, taking photos and taking videos on a beach. I'd have a very different view if I grew up here. You know, also this trip kind of has reminded me how much I love filming, how much I love filming vlogs, how much I like sharing my perspective, and I guess just sort of memorizing and crystallizing the things that I'm seeing with my camera. I totally I keep forgetting how much I actually like capturing videos, how much I love vlogging, how much I like being able to look back and take like drone footage and insert that into video and really just I guess capture the nature and the amazingness that's around me and being able to share it with other people. Because now I can show other people this footage, I can show other people what I'm experiencing, and people can be out there and they can judge things. Like, I'm always a little bit hesitant saying things because I'm like, oh wow, that could go the wrong way. Or oh wow, if I say that, people might think this, based on some of the comments on some of my other videos. But also kind of learn to just be authentic and share the thoughts and the feelings that I'm having as a person who was, you know, raised in the United States and coming here for my very first time, and learning a bit, like maybe it's not as bad as I thought, or wow, the food here is amazing, or the beaches are incredible. It's great to be able to capture those few moments. I hope you've enjoyed them as I've been sharing them here with you.